A very beautiful question has come: how to forgive self? It's difficult, but how? You're absolutely right. Guilt is the most complicated of all emotions. Anger is simple because it is directed outwards. Hurt is simple because the cause is still directed outwards. Guilt is when the cause is inward. So you want to enjoy, therefore you want to give up pain, and you have made some mistake. वो थोड़ा complicated हो जाता है. Now there are two ways by which I have found it helpful in handling guilt. And I have also struggled with this a couple of times in my life. So I will share with you what worked with me, and let's see if it works with you. Make up by doing something extraordinary for people who have been hurt because of our foolishness or our stupidity. What can be done from now onwards to ensure that it is brilliant? It's very simple. I take a 10 lakh overdraft from the bank. Now the only way to be debt free is to earn 11 lakhs and repay that 10 lakhs to the bank. गड्ढा हो गया है, अभी उसको भरना पड़ेगा. भरने के लिए क्या करना है? दिमाग उसमें लगा. So let's say it is Reshma's birthday and I didn't wish her, and I know my wishing means a lot to her. Around 6 o'clock, she also sent a message. Naren, today it's my birthday and I want you to wish me. I was about to move into a training program, so I looked at that and said, hey, Reshma का message आया है, 9 बजे ट्रेनिंग खत्म होगा, 9:30 बजे मैं उसको विश करेगा. But after the class completely forgot, did not wish. And let's say Reshma gets hurt. And I know it's my mistake. I call her after a few days. She says, yeah, it's okay. But you know she's not feeling okay. And I feel guilty. क्या गलत हो गया? अच्छी हो. मतलब उसका जैसा नाम है वैसा ही उसका दिल है, और वहां पे थोड़ा तकलीफ पहुंचा दिया, गलत हो गया. Now the only way to take care of it is not by brooding and saying गलत हो गया, गलत हो गया, गलत हो गया, गलत हो गया. How can I create celebrations in her life? How can I create celebrations in her life? Should I send a bouquet of flowers? Should I tell her, चल एक long drive में जाके आते हैं? Should I say, ऑफिस आ जा, अपन बैठ के थोड़ी देर बात करेंगे? What can be a balm on her hurt? And do that not once, not twice, not thrice, so much so that Reshma then tells me, Naren, आप हर साल मेरा बर्थडे मिस कर दिया करो. बाद में जो होता है ना, बड़ा मजा आता है उसमें. I don't mind you not wishing me. उसके बाद में जो माल मसाला हुआ ना, उससे तो लाइफ का टेस्ट ही बदल गया. रेशमा, I'll remember to wish you. Huh? Now when you see that smile on her face, you know she has forgiven you, then that internal guilt also goes away. Now the second thing is, what about people who have closed themselves off and you don't have access to them anymore? There I know I made a mess. I did something by which they have landed in great trouble. Now how do I forgive myself? A, you're not going to repeat that same mistake ever again. B, Do something incredible by which you will help enough people in life. Sanjay got hurt. I'm not able to help Sanjay now. But can I help 5 more people? If yes, then in his rule, one person had to suffer for the 5 to get help. And that is how sometimes existence works. A Bhagat Singh and a Udham Singh have to die for a Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose to be determined enough to create an Indian National Army, which in turn created a lot of pressure on the British Empire, and they decided to leave the country. Sometimes it's not fair that thousands of people died in Jallianwala Bagh for the whole country to realize the Britishers are not fair people who think the good about Indians. Because General Dyer, who killed or gave the orders for that shooting to happen, is relaxing in London. No action has been taken against him. In fact, he has been glorified. So these Britishers are not in favor of our country. They are only here to loot and exploit the country. A Jallianwala Bagh was required in the scheme of existence, and a few thousands had to become martyrs for you and me to kind of live the life that we are living today. A Jesus Christ has to be crucified for the message of love to reach the millions of people. Now, it is not fair to Jesus Christ. It is not fair to the martyrs in Jallianwala Bagh. It is not fair for Bhagat Singh or Udham Singh. But existence works in mysterious ways. And you and me don't understand why. But we understand what next. Sometimes in life, you and me won't understand the why. But we can always find what next. So we have a Subhash Ji Chuttar, who has a factory in Pune. He has one son who is physically challenged. Obviously, the son's life is not easy. Obviously, Subhash Ji's life is also not easy with that child. And initially when this happened, he might have looked up and asked, why me? And in times to come, he became an extraordinary proponent of employing physically disabled people. And last I know, in his factory, 43 disabled people were working, which includes physically and mentally disabled people. That one child was required for another 43 to get employment. And inspired by Subhash Ji, hundreds of industrialists have employed 1 people, 2 people, 3 people. And therefore, there are thousands of these young men and women who are physically and mentally challenged, who have got a life of dignity. So that one son had to be born like that for thousands to benefit. We don't understand this existential mathematics. So sometimes a big wrong might happen through us. A big wrong might happen. Don't ask him, why did you do this to me? Because you won't hear any answer. Ask yourself, you must have your reason. So what should I do next? And you will find enough answers. If you are attempting to forgive yourself by going to the past and correcting what cannot be corrected, you will never succeed. But if you are attempting to forgive yourself by a desire to create something in the future, by taking initiative today, you will succeed 1000%. So don't look back to the past and keep regretting. Ask yourself, if you were the tool for this to happen, there must be some reason and significance. What do I do next? Focus on that. Who knows, you might find the purpose of your life. It is humility which helps me to forgive. Ego will stop me from forgiving. Sahil is asking, what if I am hurt because of my own mistake? How do I forgive myself for my own mistake? That's exactly what I told Ali. Look into the lives of many great people and you will find some stupid incidents that they found themselves involved in. Like Mahatma Gandhi ate non-veg. When his mother had very clearly told him, we are Vaishnavas and you should never have non-veg. And then when he saw the hurt that he's created to his mother, only then it sunk in, oh my God, this matters so much to her. And for the taste of a few seconds on my tongue, I don't want to do this and I don't want to create this kind of a havoc in my mother's life. Now there is no way to go back to the past and correct what has been done. But he takes it as the turning point of his life and creates a non-violence movement. Not just non-violence to a few animals, but a movement of non-violence which uplifted this entire country. So forgive yourself through action and you will succeed.